It's that time again, everyone. It's X Factor the results, and this is week 5, and it's ballad week. So obviously that means that the voting has closed for this week, and I'm your host as usual. It's me, the Teen Talks, or the Teen 2, which is this channel that you're on at the minute, the Teen 2. Please subscribe to both of them. It mean a lot if you do. Anyway, so that means that, as I've said, week 5. There's 2 weeks left. This is the quarter-finals, so we've got 5 contestants left. We're about to knock one off. At the minute we've got 5. We're knocking one off in the next few minutes. By the end of this video you'll know that we're now down to 4 for our quarterfinals and then 3 for the finals. So anyway, before I get onto that, the reason I'm using a different camera to usual is this is a Panasonic Full HD camera rather than my usual iPod Touch Generation 4 camera. The reason I'm using this one instead of that one is actually because that one's charging, so that's why I'm using this one instead. But anyway, so I'll try and not bore you with all of that information about background stuff because you want to know what's happening. But anyway, so before I tell you who's come first and that kind of information, I did change the voting systems this week, and so I was a bit unsure of how you'd react to that. I obviously want to keep it interesting and kind of new and all that kind of thing for you so that you keep watching and you keep enjoying it. But I didn't know whether that would mean we get less votes than usual or more votes than usual or what. Now I can announce that you have outdone yourselves again this week, or last week even, sorry. You scored 6,168 votes this week, 6,277 votes. So well done. It's only just gone up this week. Unlike usual, it goes up quite a lot. The reason I'm sure for that is that I changed the voting system to Twitter, where you went and voted. You followed me on @GregFrog on Twitter, and you voted below. You sent me a tweet saying I vote for in the name, or Facebook, where you went into your Facebook search and typed in the Teen Talks, and when you found my Facebook page, you liked it and then left one saying I vote for whoever. But so that was kind of, I did those 2 voting systems, and then for the last 24 hours, just to give you an extra chance to get as many votes as you could for your favourite person, I opened the Wix.com usual voting system, where it's the poll and you just leave it on the website and say who you want to do. If you didn't know about the Wix voting system being open this week, what you might want to do, what might be a good idea for you, is actually if you were to come on and subscribe to this account and my first account, and go to my Twitter and Facebook page and like the Teen Talks on Facebook and follow @GregFrog on Twitter, because I'm going to be announcing on one of those 2 or both of them usually. I'll say, right, Wix is open, and each week it's going to change. I'm going to keep Wix open at some point, but I'm not going to tell you whether it's going to be 2 hours Wix is open for or 2 days. So you'll find out. I'll tweet everyone and say, right now it's open and go vote. But anyway, so now it's the bit you've all been waiting for. Let's find out in a particular order, not in no particular order, who is in first place this week. So first place goes to the Sushi Pizza, who this week scored 1,751 votes, which put him up 1 place and last week's 2nd place position. Well done, the Sushi Pizza. That's such a good position to be in at the minute. I mean, the last few weeks, Desiree Spees or Tom Clements 2010 have occupied the top spot, and last week you overcame Tom Clements 2010 and took the 2nd position, and this week you've overcome Desiree Spees too and got up to the 1st place position, which is really exciting for you, I'm sure, being that now you're kind of a bit more secure this week. You've got a good reaction from the audience. People obviously liked your performance this week, so well done on that. Also, don't forget that obviously it can keep changing around, as we've seen. I mean, Desiree Spees was here last week, Tom Clements was there during the last few weeks before that, so if it's been changing around that much, that doesn't make you safe, and it doesn't make any of your favourites safe, so make sure to keep voting for them in the next 2 episodes. Week 6, which comes out in 2 weeks' time or just less, and week 7, which comes out 2 weeks after that. So there you go, and that means that our 2nd place position this week is Desiree Spees, who this week got 1,419 votes, which is down 1 place on last week. Now that's a worrying position to be in for her, because I mean she's been doing well since the beginning of the competition, and now to be down 1 position from top spot, I mean she's still in 2nd, which is still a really good position to be in. And I mean, the Sushi Pizza was there last week, Tom Clements 2010's been there before, and she's been there before, so I'm sure all 3 of them can kind of sympathise with that and know that it's a really good position to be in. But it's not top. You're safe for this week, but you need to make sure, if you want to win the competition, that you're at the top next week or the week after for sure. But so if you like Desiree Spees, make sure to go and vote for her, just like with any of them. If you want to vote for them, you can do. 3rd place position this week is going to Tom Clements 2010. It's his big recovery, so he's got 1,382 votes this week, which is up 2 positions from last week's 5th place. So well done to him for coming back. Last week He was obviously, as I said, in 5th place. It was a dangerous position to be in, being that we only had 6 competitors left. We lost one and he was in the bottom 2. He's bounced back from that and gone up 2 places to 3rd. So well done to him. He's done an amazing job to come back. The Sushi Pizza never really went away, unlike Tom Clements, who went down that far. The Sushi Pizza never went away. He stayed constant and has since improved of recent weeks. But both of them have shown kind of significant changes over the last 2 weeks, and so both of them appear to be strong competitors for Desiree Spees, Jason Wood 1988 and Minogue to take the throne. The throne? It's not like I'm a celeb. It's for them to take the winning position, and obviously our champ of X Factor, online X Factor 2011. So now that leaves us with our final 2, the dangerous position to be at this point in the video, and that goes to Minogue with last week's 3rd position. This week he's either 4th or 5th, as is Jason Wood 1888, who last week was 4th. So that is, as I said, a very dangerous position to be holding kind of this late in the competition, because that means one of those 2 is about to leave us. Either Minogue or Jason Wood 1988 has sung for us on the last time, or sung for us for their last time this episode. So it's kind of a scary thing for them. We'll soon find out which one of them is going to be leaving us. But before we do, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Are you safe this week? If you're one of the competitors. If you're not, is your favourite safe this week? Because of course I want to know. We've lost so many over the weeks. From week 1 we're now on week 5, and so we have lost quite a few. Before week 1 so many people entered and I had to sift through them all, and so did the judges, and we got to our bottom 9 in the end, and now we're down to 4 in just a short minute or so. So you ready to find out which of these 2 is leaving us? Which of these 2 has sung for the last time? The last person safe is, and I've got to say, it's the closest week yet. It was really close, and the last person safe this week is Jason Wood 1988, who this week achieved 869 votes, which puts him in 4th place this week. Which means, unfortunately for him and for his fans, we're saying goodbye to Minogue this week. And he was last week's. Obviously, last week you know what he got, because I showed you he got 3rd position. And this week, he's going home, which is a shame for all of his followers and for him. Good luck to Minogue for his bright future ahead. He's one of the best singers we've had in this competition, if we're being fair, and all the judges have said it, and I've agreed too, and I'm sure you will agree. He's one of the best singers without a doubt, so well done to him for getting this far. Good luck to him for the future. As it says here, the voting was so close this week, and there were less than 15 votes between Jason Wood and Minogue. So if Jason wants to be here for the final, he needs to step up his game a bit, and I'm sure all of his followers are planning to do just that, because as I said, 15 votes between them, and all of the other finalists, as you've already seen, all of the other people that are left, all got over 1,000 votes. He's the only one has yet to breach 1,000. So if he wants to make sure he's in the final 3 and not out next week in our semi-finals, he needs to get all of his supporters and followers to step up the game a bit and make sure that they get as close to that top spot as possible as they can. So thank you for checking out the results again this week. Sorry to Minogue, commiserations, but good luck for the future. As I've said, you are an amazing singer, and I wish him the best for the future. Well done for getting this far, and thank you for entering the competition, because I'm sure it wouldn't have been the same without you. So thank you very much, and I will see the rest of you finalists, and of course he can still watch this series if he wants, as can any of the finalists, and so I'll see all of you viewers as well in the next episode of Online X Factor if you're just here for Online X Factor, or the next vlog if you're here for the Teen 2, or my next main channel video, which is on Thursday if you're here for just Teen Talks, the Teen Talks support in general. So thank you, and that's the end of this week's episode. Bye everyone.